Okay, this is Celia Heritage, who is a professional genealogist and author and teacher, and we'd like to talk to you about death records.
Well, death records are some of the most enlightening records for your family history. Whereas records such as census returns and birth and marriage records, they're going to give you the core of your family tree, your pedigree, and you'll be able to work back by using those records. Very often it's death records actually put the flesh on the bones of your family trees. This is going to be the records that are going to actually show you what your ancestors were like, and very often give you the sort of nitty-gritty to finding more about them. For example, obituaries are going to shed a lot of light on your ancestor's personality and also things he was involved in, which very often aren't going to be mentioned in any other official records. Many of our ancestors, I'm afraid, died rather tragic or sudden deaths, and in that case there will of course be an inquest. And it might have been unfortunate for your ancestor, the fact that he died suddenly, but if there's an inquest record there, for you, the researcher, it's going to be fantastic, because the amount of detail you're going to get in that record is going to outweigh anything you're going to get from standard records such as births, marriages or census records. Just to give you one example, when I was looking at inquest records in Kendal a few years ago, I was looking at the case of just an ordinary labourer called Stephen Simpson, and he died a nasty death. But the interesting thing is, the sort of details I was getting from those inquest records were things like he and his wife Jane had actually been separated for 2 years. Now this was back in the 1880s, and you wouldn't have found that information in any other record at all. So death records are really some of your most enlightening, sadly overlooked by many researchers, because we tend to get caught up with trying to get backwards. But really don't neglect your records of death, because they're probably the ones that are going to tell you a lot more about your ancestor when he was alive.
That's brilliant, and I believe you have a pen and sword book that's available at the moment.
Yes, that's called Tracing Your Ancestors Through Death Records. It's available here at the show for a discounted price, and you can of course also get it online. So do go and have a look at that. That's full of lots of case studies to illustrate what I'm talking about. And we're not just looking at inquests and obituaries, we're looking at death certificates, a very underused source, and burials, and also other less frequently used records, and of course wills as well.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.